This is the vlog where I try and get my life back in order. Let's see how it goes. Hello everyone, my name is Erin and welcome back to my channel. It is around 9 p.m. right now. It is Sunday, January 17th, and we're gonna do a reading vlog. This is my first week back. It's the start of the spring semester, so that is going to be something that we do together. I only have 3 classes. Well, I'm taking 5 classes, but 2 of them are online. Like, I'm not even doing Zoom for them. They're traditional online classes, like what online classes looked like pre-COVID. So we have that to do this week, and I'm also pretty behind on my reading goal for 2021 already. And I'm honestly probably even more behind than even Goodreads is telling me, because like, if you saw my goals for the year video, then you know that my goal is between 70 and 140 books, and I would really love to read like 140 to 150 books this year. And I've only read 1. It's January 17th. We have 2 weeks exactly left in the month of January. So if I'm going to read approximately 12 books every single month, I really need to get going. I don't know if that's going to be feasible for the year or even this month. But we're going to see how much reading I can get done within the next couple of weeks. But this is just going to be a week-long readathon. I apologize for being low energy at this current moment in time. I am really tired. It's been a long few days. I spent today editing a couple of videos, and I'm honestly really proud of them. Other than that, though, I didn't do much of anything, which I'm not pleased with. So hopefully while I listen to my audiobook, I can get some laundry done or something. But let's dive into what I want to read tonight and for the rest of the week. So the audiobook that I mentioned that I'm currently listening to is Across the Green Grass Fields by Seanan McGuire. This is the 6th book in the Wayward Children series, my favorite series of all time. I love them. And I have always listened to the audiobooks and then gone back through and annotated. So I'm excited to be doing that with this one again, and I love it already. I'm 38% of the way through, and I know that I can finish this tonight because it's a 4-hour audiobook and I listen to them on 2 times speed, so I don't have much more than an hour and a half to go, if that. So really excited to be reading this, because they really do just feel so magical, and I love our main character and all of the representation that is in here already, and there are so many quotes that I can't wait to go back and underline and everything, so I'm really loving this. And the other book that I'm currently reading is Light Filters and Poems by Caroline Kaufman. I am currently 132 pages into this one and thoroughly enjoying it. This is my friend's book, so I do need to give it back to her eventually, but I'm also really enjoying this poetry collection. And then the other short book that I don't think I'll finish tonight, but I would like to spend some time reading this one, as well as Across the Green Grass Fields tonight. Those are my reading plans. But for the rest of the week, I am reading Love Me, Love Me Not by Io Sakisaka. I am 46 pages into this one. This is one of my new favorite manga series, so I'm excited to continue on. And then as far as full-length traditional novels go, we have My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. I am 190 pages into this. Enjoying, I say it every time, is the wrong word to describe this book. It's very hard-hitting and it's very well written, but I'm not enjoying. And then the last book that I'm currently reading is From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I am 104 pages into this one and filming a separate reading vlog, so I need to update that this week as well and hopefully make some progress, because I do really want to finish this in January. I have strayed completely from my TBR, so that's excellent. But yeah, school starts on Tuesday, and I would really like to get my room picked up before then so that everything's like ready to go and I have a clear literal workspace, but also like my head feels a little bit clearer when school starts, and cleaning my room always helps with that. So I apologize again for the low energy. It's been a long few days, but I'll update you when I have more thoughts or I have finished Across the Green Grass Fields. Hi guys, it is Monday, January 18th, and it is currently like 2:30. That's not why I got excited. Or maybe it's a little closer to 2:40 actually. But today is Athena's birthday. I don't think she wants to acknowledge it, and honestly that's fine with me because she's 5 today and I'm having a hard time accepting it. If you didn't know, I got Athena when I was 15. I was going through a really hard time, and it was my sophomore year of high school, and I needed basically an ESA, and so she's not certified as an ESA, but that's essentially what she has been for me for the past 5 years. Super special and exciting, and I can't believe she's 5. I can't believe we've been hanging out now for 5 years. That's insane. But like I said, it's currently 2:40. I didn't get out of bed until 2 p.m. today, so if that tells you anything about how my mental health is going right now, it's not great, but a couple of things did make it a little bit better. I saw a really funny video on Instagram, and then when I had just gotten up out of bed, I got a knock at my door saying that I had gotten a package, and typically like the people who leave packages will just leave them on the step and I'll go get them later when I'm like up or whatever. But someone knocked for this one and I was like, I don't know what is going on. So I opened the door and my boyfriend had sent me chocolate covered strawberries and candied pecans. So we're gonna open these. I love candied pecans so much and I haven't had them in so long, so we're gonna try them together. Yep, they're good. Chocolate covered strawberries were amazing too. I mean, I still have some left, but like not very many. I still have most of them left. I ate 3 of them now before I like even took a picture. Maybe this will be my reading snack. Plans for today, because I am not going to waste another day. I've wasted like the past 4 of them. Last night I finished Across the Green Grass Fields by Seanan McGuire, and I loved it. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I can't wait to own a physical copy and annotate it. There were so many quotes, and I just feel like Seanan McGuire is one of those authors that can comment on so many things. I mean, any author can comment on so many things, like whatever, but she has the ability to comment on so many things going on either in society or in our world and still make it relevant to the story, and also make like a really good point. And sometimes like it's too much for me, like Into the Drowning Deep, who was written by Mira Grant, which is Seanan McGuire's pen name if you didn't know. She kind of I mean, it's been a while since I've read that book, but one of the things that I distinctly remember her commenting on was like the state of the world and how the ocean's doing and all of that, and those are things that like trigger my anxiety. And so I didn't love that. Like all of those points were valid, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't be made, but that was a little overwhelming for me. But talking about how people treat other people, of what I've read from her, I like love what she has to say. And yes, so I loved this book. Also, I don't know if this is a spoiler. If you want to know nothing about this book, then skip ahead for a couple of seconds. But if you're okay with like a minor spoiler, we follow an intersex main character in this book, and that's a big part of it. And finding their identity, or not necessarily finding their identity, but what happens when you trust people that you shouldn't. It was very well done, and I've never read a book that featured a character like that before, so loved it. My plans for today are to finish the poetry book that I'm currently reading because I didn't end up getting to it last night. I was exhausted. And then I don't know what else I'll get into. I think I want to look over the syllabi for my classes that start tomorrow, and like look over my schedule one more time and see how everything is looking. And then I maybe want to film a video, but I don't know what I want to film necessarily, so kind of struggling with that. I think I might do a sad book recommendations video because I'm sad lately, and so I feel like it just suits the mood. Other than that, don't really have anything going on. I'm going to try and read, but yeah, I think maybe I'll try and film first while there's still a little bit of lighting. I'm gonna still use my ring light, which I don't know if I even showed you guys. I got a ring light and blue light glasses, and I'm obsessed with both of them. I do think that these help. I just got $20 ones on Amazon because I wasn't sure how I would like them, if they would do anything for me, but so far I am pretty pleased with them and love the ring light. It wasn't super expensive. I think it was like maybe $40, and there are different varying price ranges, but I'm definitely really happy with it so far. So yeah, I think I want to film a couple of videos because I really want to edit, and I don't really have anything to edit. So gonna do that, and then I will check in with you guys a little bit later. Video 1 is filmed. I did end up doing a sad recommendations video, so I'm pretty pleased with how that came out. It only took like 20 minutes to film. So yeah, but now I think I'm going to change and possibly film a bookshelf tour, which you guys have been asking for so long. So I'm like kind of nervous, and I've never filmed one before because I've never like had the equipment to be able to do it, but I'm about to do it. So pray for me that this goes well. Yeah, I'm excited. I hope that you guys end up liking the video. It's gonna take a while to edit, but I figured I should film and edit it while I like editing right now. Because I go through phases where I don't really like it sometimes, but I'm loving it right now. So I figured I should do it while I'm in a phase that I want to edit because it's gonna take a while. So we're about to do that. Pray for me. Honestly, getting this ring light was one of the best investments ever because the lighting in my room right now is literally I'm gonna show you. There's my room. There's the ring light. That's insane. Anyway, sorry, this has been a long time coming for me. Very glad that I did it. Hi. It's 12:35-ish. I don't really know. On what is technically Tuesday. I almost said November. January 19th. And I ended up going to dinner at my boyfriend's family's house, and it was lovely. And then I came home and edited a video. I did end up filming part of my bookshelf tour, which I'm proud of. I was planning on starting editing that, but the footage is being annoying. Sorry. So I'll have to, that's tomorrow's problem. It's not a today problem, but I ended up editing the other video, my sad book recommendations video, which will probably be up before this. It's probably the most recent video prior to this one if I get this up at a reasonable time, but we'll see. Yeah, so edited that and somehow also managed to edit the thumbnail and get it uploaded and scheduled, and the description is done. I am never this ahead of schedule. Can we say thank you to being manic? Anyway, I have a reading update for you. That's why I turned the camera on. And also to talk to you about my poor life decisions, which include the following. I'm going to shower at 12:30 a.m. The night before I have school. I don't know what time my classes start in the morning. Yeah. Anyway, we won't talk about any of those things because I am not a negative person. I'm delirious. We'll just do the reading update since this is a reading vlog. I didn't end up picking up any more of the poetry book. I do plan to, I just didn't tonight. But instead I picked up an audiobook because I saw Mind Daisies on Instagram, their Instagram story, where they were crying at the end of The Female of the Species, and I was like, I want to cry. That's why I filmed my sad book recommendations video. I know it's a little selfish, but I filmed that so that you guys would give me sad book recommendations based off of the books that I've already cried in. I'm sorry. But I'm filming a bookshelf tour for you, so I feel like the selfishness kind of like, you know what I mean? Because I don't really watch bookshelf tours, but you guys have been asking for it for such a long time, so I'm gonna do it for you. But like, I don't really care about it, so it's purely for you. The sad book recommendations video, that was for me, so like it's even now. I am 35% of the way through The Female of the Species by Mindy McGinnis and really enjoying it. This was honestly a book that I never thought I was going to pick up. And here's the reason why. It's really stupid. In the synopsis, it says that this girl wants to kill a guy. And that was off-putting to me for some reason. I was like, wow, she's really angry. I don't want to read about that. But I think when it was 2016 and this book was like just coming out and there was all the hype around it, I wasn't really at an angsty point in my life, and I don't think like I'm an angsty person now, but I definitely think that the world has made me a little more cynical. And so I understand the angst. And I kind of root for it a little more, and also my depression has kicked in, and so I'm like, I get it. It's not as off-putting to me, that anger. But like in 2016, where I was living in my own little bubble and I was ignorant to friggin' everything, because I'll admit it, I was ignorant to everything. I was like 15 at the time, so like, I'm sorry that I was ignorant to everything, but I was ignorant to everything, and I feel like it's better to admit your faults than pretend that they didn't happen. And that's definitely a big one of mine. And I'm still pretty ignorant, but like not as ignorant as I was then. But anyway, the anger in the synopsis was off-putting to me, so I didn't want to read it, and I didn't really know what it was about. I'm 30% of the way through, so I kind of know what it's about now, but I didn't know what it was about when I like picked up the audiobook. But it's basically about this girl who wants revenge on her sister who, like, I think was raped and murdered. I think. Not tons of detail is given on like the whole scenario, but I have a feeling it's going to unravel. And we've got a few different perspectives going, which I really like. And it's just a very fast book, but I put it down because at that point in the evening or morning, I guess, where like my brain's not really working, as is proof from this clip. But like I can't focus really on anything. I was putting Goodreads links into the description for that video, and that was taking all of my energy, which is something I can typically do mindlessly. What the hell was that? Anyway. But what I was gonna say to you guys was, it cannot just be me who, like, when your mental health gets bad enough, your memory is just gone. Like, I almost said my long-term memory. Okay, whoa. My long-term memory, pretty good. I remember the most random details for no apparent reason really well. I can remember a college basketball game from my 8th grade year. I remember the score. I don't watch basketball. I don't pay attention to sports. I know that. I remember like one little detail from different conversations that I've had with people that was so minute, and then they'll bring it up later and I'm like, yeah, I already know that, and they'll be like, what are you talking about? You already know that. And I'll recall the whole conversation that they have no recollection of. I don't know, it's weird. But right now, my short-term memory, gone. And always happens when my mental health gets really, really bad. My mental health is not great, and so my memory is not great, which makes me a little nervous for school because I'm probably gonna forget half of my assignments, and that's terrifying because we want another 4.0 this semester. I need another 4.0 this semester. Anyway, yeah, so I put that down, and I'm probably just gonna listen to music while I shower. Typically, if I'm like in the middle of an audiobook, I'll listen to an audiobook while I shower, but I think I'm gonna just listen to music, put Driver's License on repeat for a few hours. And also, I am clearly tired, and I should go to bed, but I'm not going to because I know as soon as I lay down, my brain's gonna say, no, 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 I'm awake. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like be one step ahead and oh my god, I'm gonna shower. That's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna listen to music. This whole update was to tell you that I picked up The Female of the Species. I'm gonna shower. I'm not listening to the audiobook while I'm showering like I would typically do because my memory sucks right now. And then I'm gonna go to bed, and I have class tomorrow, and I don't know what time it starts, so wish me luck. Thank you for listening to this 10-minute clip of absolute nonsense. If you somehow made it through the entire thing, you are like a freaking superhero, and I appreciate you. Good night. What the hell is going on? Okay, hi guys. It is 12:30-ish a.m. So it's technically Wednesday morning, but we're gonna call it Tuesday night. Today was my first day back to school, which feels so bizarre and weird, and I don't like it. It doesn't feel real, which is a problem because it is very real, and I'm not back like in the school mindset, and I'm just like feeling really overwhelmed about that and everything that I have to do this semester, the fact that I have online classes. It's just, yeah, I don't know, it's really getting to me. Last semester wasn't bad for me, and I felt guilty saying that because I know that so many people had such a difficult time with it, and that's completely valid. But it was also such like a good thing for me, but I don't know if it's gonna be a good thing this semester. So anyway, ignore Athena chewing on a bone in the background, but I had class at 9:30 this morning. I ended up figuring that out last night. I was on time, everything was fine. But I didn't sleep very well last night. I had a terrible nightmare and woke up with my heart racing, and then I couldn't move my hands or legs for like 2 minutes. They literally felt like lead. And then I went back to sleep and had another like not so great dream, so that's not fun. But right now I have class tomorrow, technically later today, and I believe it starts at noon. And so what I'm gonna do is try and get some things like back in order and make myself feel a little bit better about like everything so that I can kind of create like that mental headspace. I think I said I was gonna do this a couple days ago, and my room has since like resumed the messy, chaotic entropy that was. I think I'm using that word right. I haven't used the word entropy since junior year of high school. I'm going to put away some laundry. I'm going to put some of my other laundry in like the washing machine and do a couple more loads. I'm not going to make my bed because I'm going to go to sleep here soon. I do typically make my bed every day. It's just been a rough few days. I'm going to listen to The Female of the Species by Mindy McGinnis because I didn't listen to any more of that today. I literally slept all day. Woke up at 9, did my class, went back to sleep until 3:30. I don't want to talk about it. Took a 4-hour nap. It's been a minute since I did that. And then I continued to lay in bed and be super lazy and unproductive all day, which I hate doing. And I wasted the day. So that's infuriating, but whatever. I have to suffer the consequences now. I'm going to hang up my poster that keeps falling down and hopefully get it to stick this time. I'm gonna put some shoes away in my closet, make a to-do list for tomorrow that's hopefully ambitious enough that it's motivating, but not super ambitious that I get bogged down and feel overwhelmed. Yeah, I think I'll just like go from there probably, but really excited to listen to my audiobook some more. Hopefully I can focus on it. Think I'm gonna put some essential oils in my diffuser and help me calm down a little bit. So that's the plan. Also, I think I did like a little bit of editing today. I edited like a 10-minute clip from last night that was chaotic, and I wanted to see if it was funny, and it was honestly just ridiculous. I did not realize how delirious I was in the moment. So I'm gonna go do all of those things even though it's time for bed. Hi guys, it's been a couple days since I've updated you, and I promise that I will update you on my reading and everything, but I wanted to talk to you right now because I just got a package in the mail and I wanted to unbox it together. But I'm not updating you right now because I'm about to go take pictures to remind myself when I'm crying at 3 a.m. that I'm capable of not looking like a troll. So that's how my day is going. Also, sorry if the lighting's weird. I have my ring light on, but like my window is also open, so it might change and be finicky. All right, we got some books. There are 4 in this package, and I'm very excited about all of them. Okay, seriously, why do we package things this way? The first one that I got, and the one I'm equally excited about all of them. I was gonna say most excited, but I'm equally excited about all of them. Poems for the End of the World by Katie Wismer, which is one of my favorite poetry collections. Her other one I like a little bit better, but that's just because I related to the content a little bit more, and poetry is deeply personal. That's not to say that this one isn't better quality. I think that they're both equally really, really good. And I do have the other one on the way. They just shipped separately. So then The Female of the Species by Mindy McGinnis, which we will talk about in a little bit. This book. Then we have Across the Green Grass Fields by Shauna McGuire, because I really wanted to own it and annotate some of my favorite parts of this book, because this book was freaking amazing and I love this series. It's my favorite series. I couldn't find any of these books when I go to the bookstore, which is why I ordered all of them. Otherwise I would buy them in store. And then the last one is Moonstruck Volume 3, which again, I can't ever find when I am at the bookstore, so I wanted to own it, and I'm planning on picking this one up hopefully today or tomorrow, but hopefully today. Okay, so I told you I would update you, and I'm finally here to do that. So let's talk about my reading for the past couple of days and why I haven't updated you for the past couple of days, and I'm just doing it now. So first of all, it is currently Saturday, January 23rd, and I haven't talked to you guys in a couple of days because I just wasn't like doing well. I thought about picking up the camera and like talking to you about it, because lately filming like really has been helping me like just to feel better and get a better headspace, and it's kind of a distraction from what I'm feeling, which is really nice because sometimes you need that, and it's just genuinely like lifts my mood. And so what I ended up doing was writing in my journal, because writing physically really calms me down. And I was having a lot of anxiety. I was writing things that had really helped me to feel better over the summer, or like made me feel not better, because I don't want to insinuate that I wasn't doing well, because I think honestly like mentally that was like my peak so far in life. I was the best that I've ever felt. I don't want to say peak, like all summer was pretty much like a plateau with tiny little divots, but my mood state was pretty stable all summer, and I was super grateful for that, and I genuinely didn't know if I was ever going to be able to experience that. And so the fact that I was able to experience that for more than just a week, and it was like a few months, was really reassuring, and like gave me a bit of a confidence boost. But I think maybe it boosted my ego a little bit too much, because then fall came and my mood is pretty heavily affected by like the season, and I live in the Northeast where there's a lot of clouds and there's a lot of gray and there's a lot of snow, and even when there's not a lot of snow, there's still a lot of clouds, there's still a lot of gray, it's really cold. It's very seldom that we get sunshine or that it lasts for more than 2 minutes. So the winter is just like not ideal for me in any way, shape, or form. So summer, doing really well, like a stable mood, and it was pretty happy. Obviously has some rough days, but mood was consistent and it was positive. So I was writing down the things that I enjoyed doing over the summer that brought me happiness and were like good coping mechanisms and everything, because lately I have not been feeling very well, but all I've been doing is lying in bed and drowning in self-pity, which obviously isn't going to help your mood any if you just sit there and lay there and do absolutely nothing about it. And it's really hard to get the motivation to do anything about it. So for people who are struggling with it, I'm not trying to discredit any of that or say that, like, you know, you're putting this on yourself, because I struggle with it too. So that's kind of what I was doing. And another thing that I realized that I had done a lot of over the summer and during last semester, I made a lot of to-do lists, and that helped a lot. Even if I didn't get everything done on them, crossing things off a checklist brings me so much joy for something that's so menial and small. So that's something that I really wanted to start doing. So I made a to-do list, and the following day, I don't think I got anything done on it. I pretty much just laid in bed, which obviously isn't great, but I'm also trying to listen to my body and listen to when I'm tired and try and decide when I'm tired and I need more sleep genuinely versus I'm tired and I'm just sad and I don't want to do anything, but I need to make myself get up. So that has been really difficult, but I'm working on it. And so yesterday, was it yesterday? I didn't get much of what I had put on my to-do list done, unfortunately, but I did do something. So yesterday I hung out with a friend. I spent some time with her because I knew that I couldn't really be alone and my family had plans, and so I would have been home alone and that just wouldn't have been good for me. So I spent some time with her. And then when I got home, my mom was also home and needed help shoveling the driveway, and I helped shovel the driveway, which isn't a fun thing, but it was a physical activity. And I don't want to say that it's exercise, because I don't know if that counts as an exercise, workout, whatever, but it definitely helped me to do something physical, something outside, even though it was dark and there was no sun. I was moving my body instead of just laying in bed and watching TV. And then I ended up when I got inside from that. Once I got inside from that, I was texting with one of my friends and we ended up hate watching a movie together, and that was so fun. If you don't know what hate watching is, it's when you watch something that you either know you're going to hate or you've seen already and you hated, and then you just kind of talk badly about it the entire time. And it's a terrible thing. It was a bad movie and it was kind of fun to just critique it. And I didn't hate it because the cinematography was bad or the actors did a bad job. It was the script. There were just so many plot holes. So we did that. And it was so fun and I definitely needed it. Then I don't really remember what else I did, but over the past couple of days I did manage to finish a couple of books, and I went to the bookstore and got a new book. And so I wanted to kind of talk to you about them and kind of I'm not wrapping everything up because I'm filming tomorrow still, I imagine. And I want to read some more tonight too, so there should at least be one more clip in this video. Yeah, so the first book that I finished was Light Filters and Poems by Caroline Kaufman, which was the poetry book that I was reading. I gave that one, I think, a 4 out of 5 stars, a 3.75-ish. It was really good. I thought that they were really solid poems, but I think partially I was dissociating a little bit while reading them, and so I couldn't completely focus on them. So I didn't give it a 5 stars because it didn't have my full attention. As I was saying, read that, 3.5 out of 5 stars, didn't have my full attention, but it was still really good. And I would highly recommend it if you are into modern poetry at all. I've also read a little bit better, but she wrote that as a teenager, so I'm not faulting her for that. Given her age, it's really good, and I think that she could really grow as a writer. So we'll probably read more from her in the future if I'm ever in a poetry mood again. So then I finished probably what will be one of my favorite books of the year, I imagine, and that is The Female of the Species by Mindy McGinnis. I heard so much about this when it first came out, and rightfully so. I never read it when it came out, obviously, and I think I talked a little bit about why and everything, but I originally gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, but I think I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 stars. I can't stop thinking about it, and I love everything that this book had to say. I loved all of the commentary, and it's definitely one that I want to reread and go back and annotate and everything. It's a pretty quick read. It's very impactful. It's so good, and I think that it's one that a lot of people should read. Content warning for sexual assault, content warning for rape, content warning for death. So many content warnings. So I will have like the Goodreads link down below, and you can check out some reviews if you are interested in picking this up. And you can take care of yourself if you think that there might be something that you're triggered by in this book, because it is like really heavy content, but it was so well done. And then we already talked about this one. I'm kind of getting tired as I am talking. I don't know why. I think it's because I did a lot today, a lot more than I'm like used to, which kind of sounds terrible because whatever, typically I just lay in bed. At least that's what I've been doing for the past week or so, and that's not great. Yeah, I think I will probably need to lay down. I also didn't sleep very well last night. I couldn't fall asleep until like 3 a.m., which was horrible. The book that I got last night was Check Please Volume 2, or Book 2, I guess, Sticks and Scones, which I'm really excited to read. I've read the first one either early 2020 or late 2019, and I really enjoyed it. And I love our main character. I don't remember his name anymore. Either way, really enjoy this, and I want to pick this up this month as well. Just figured I would update you on everything that I've been reading, where I was, why I took a little bit of a break from the vlog for a couple of days, even though it was literally no time for you. Also, I'm realizing that I have a lot of things that I really need to talk to you about, and I think it might be time for me to film my mental health video, and that is intimidating. So wish me luck. I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. I might take a nap, I don't know. But I had a good day today, and that's the first time I've been able to say that in a week. So